Dear viewers, Friday is a day of immense blessings, and among its virtues is a powerful recitation that can transform our lives. Whoever recites this special Kalam, this sacred phrase 100 times on this blessed day, particularly after the Asr, afternoon prayer, will receive abundant blessings from Allah. Their lifespan will be prolonged, their sustenance will be increased manifold, and their supplications will be accepted by the Almighty. Every aspect of their life will be infused with Barakah, divine blessings, leading to prosperity, peace, and success. Above all, this Kalam is profoundly beloved to our noble Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. The Prophet deeply cherished these words, and anyone who recites them with sincerity will gain a special closeness to him. The Day of Judgment, a time of reckoning. When life as we know it comes to an end, and the Day of Judgment is established, the entire universe, including the heavens, the earth, and all that exists, will collapse. Mountains will crumble, oceans will boil, and the sky will split asunder. Then, at the divine command of Allah, the Mizan, the scale of justice, will be established to weigh every deed. On that fateful day, our beloved Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, will step forward to intercede on behalf of his Ummah, nation. He will be adorned with the crown of honor, yet his heart will be filled with concern for his followers. He will appear distressed, as if he were a mother searching desperately for her lost child. He will call out, Ummati, Ummati, my nation, my people, pleading for their salvation. Then Allah, in his infinite mercy, will grant him permission to intercede, saying, O Muhammad, bring forth your Ummah for judgment. The Prophet, peace be upon him, will first call upon the Sahaba, his noble companions, the Ansar, the Muhajirun, the martyrs, the righteous, and the saints. They will stand together as a radiant group, their faces shining with light due to their faith and good deeds. Allah will then ask, O Muhammad, have you brought forth those who were sincere? Where are the pious? Where are those who established prayer? Where are those who fasted? Where are those who sought knowledge? Upon hearing this, the Prophet, peace be upon him, will weep and say, O Allah, I never imagined I would receive such an honor. My intention was never to see punishment inflicted upon my Ummah, but rather to seek their forgiveness and intercede for them. The mercy of Allah, a hope for all. The mercy of Allah is beyond comprehension. Even a single act of kindness can be a means of salvation. History has shown us how Allah has forgiven his righteous servants for their small acts of compassion. When Amir al-Mu'minin Umar ibn Khattab passed away, someone saw him in a dream and asked about his fate. He replied that Allah forgave him for an act of mercy he once showed to a small bird, saving it from cruelty. Similarly, after the passing of Hazrat Ali, people saw him in a dream and inquired how Allah had treated him. He said he was forgiven because he saved a goat from drowning in a flood. The great scholar Imam Abu Hanifa was also asked about his standing in the hereafter, and he revealed that Allah had pardoned him simply for sparing a fly's life. If Allah's mercy can extend to these pious individuals for their kindness toward animals, how much more hope do we have through the blessed intercession of our beloved Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him? The Bridge of Sirat, a test of faith? On the Day of Judgment, every soul will have to cross the Sirat, bridge finer than a hair and sharper than a sword. This bridge spans over the depths of hell, and only the faithful will be able to cross it swiftly. The righteous will pass over like a flash of lightning. Some will cross at the speed of the wind. Others will move as fast as galloping horses. There will be those who struggle, barely holding on, crossing slowly with difficulty. And then there will be those who fall, plunging into the depths below due to their sins. But Allah's mercy is vast. At the final stage, all believers will be halted at a station of purification. If they have any ill feelings, grudges, or malice left in their hearts, they will be cleansed before entering Jannah, paradise. For the righteous, the trials of that day will seem brief, like the passing of a few hours, while for others, it will be an eternity of dread and suffering. But those who sought Allah's mercy and followed the teachings of the Prophet, peace be upon him, will find themselves drinking from the Hod al-Kauthar, the blessed fountain of the Prophet, peace be upon him, and they will be saved from all hardships. The virtue of controlling anger and helping others. A person who suppresses their anger despite having the power to act upon it will be greatly honored on the Day of Judgment. It is narrated that such a person will be called before all of creation and given the opportunity to choose any reward they desire. Additionally, those who help relieve the burdens of others will receive divine assistance. Whoever eases the hardship of a suffering soul in this world, Allah will remove one of their great hardships in the hereafter. Whoever makes things easy for the needy, Allah will make their affairs smooth in both worlds. Whoever conceals the faults of a fellow Muslim, Allah will conceal their faults on the Day of Judgment. Allah remains in the help of His servant as long as the servant continues to help their fellow brother. The power of sending blessings upon the Prophet, peace be upon him. One of the most powerful ways to seek divine mercy and closeness to Allah is by reciting Durud, sending blessings upon the Prophet, peace be upon him. This act of devotion carries immense rewards. The Prophet, peace be upon him, said, "Whoever sends Durud upon me, Allah forgives their sins and accepts their supplications." He also stated that the best time to recite Durud is after the Asr prayer, and anyone who does so 100 times will never have their prayers rejected. Reciting Durud regularly strengthens one's relationship with Allah, fills life with Barakah, and opens doors of success in this world and the next. A beautiful story is narrated about a beggar who approached Hazrat Ali for help. Recognizing the beggar's sincerity, Hazrat Ali recited Durud 3 times and blew on the man's hands. When the beggar opened his hands, they were filled with gold. This miraculous event led many disbelievers to embrace Islam. Hazrat Jabir bin Abdullah narrates that whoever recites Durud 100 times daily, Allah will fulfill 100 of their needs, 70 related to the hereafter and 30 to this world. May Allah grant us the ability to continuously send blessings upon our beloved Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and may our prayers be accepted. In the comments, please write a short and beautiful Durud as a sign of love for our Prophet, peace be upon him. Subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon. Like and comment on the video. The power of reciting a blessed Kalam on Fridays. Dear viewers, Friday is not just an ordinary day, it is the most sacred day of the week in Islam. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, referred to it as the leader of days, a day of divine blessings, mercy, and spiritual elevation. Among the many virtues of this special day, there is a profound act of worship that can bring immense rewards: the recitation of a particular Kalam, sacred phrase, 100 times after the Asr, afternoon, prayer. Whoever sincerely recites this blessed Kalam on Friday will experience extraordinary blessings. A longer lifespan. Allah, in His infinite wisdom, will grant longevity to the person who recites it with sincerity. This does not mean merely adding years to one's life, but rather, Allah will fill their life with meaning, health, and purpose. Acceptance of supplications. The doors of divine mercy will open, and all supplications made after the Asr prayer will be accepted. Increase in sustenance and wealth. The person's livelihood will be enriched. Their financial struggles will ease, and their wealth will be filled with Barakah, divine blessings. Closeness to the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. This Kalam is especially beloved to the Prophet, peace be upon him, and anyone who recites it frequently will draw closer to him, both in this world and in the hereafter. What greater honor could there be than earning the love and mercy of Allah and the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him? The Day of Judgment, a scene of unimaginable reality. The world we live in is temporary. Everything we see, the skies, the mountains, the rivers, and even the most powerful civilizations will one day vanish. The moment the trumpet is blown, life as we know it will come to a sudden and catastrophic end. The Quran describes this event in chilling detail. When the trumpet is blown and the earth and the mountains are lifted and crushed with a single blow, then on that day the great event shall occur. Quran 69-13-15. Every living being, from the greatest kings to the humblest servants, will perish. Even the sun and the stars will lose their light. Then, at the command of Allah, the second trumpet will be blown, and all of creation will be resurrected for judgment. On that day, the mizan scale of justice will be established. Every deed, good or bad, small or great, will be weighed with absolute fairness. The intercession of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, our beloved Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, will be granted a unique honor on that day, the right of intercession, shafa. Despite being the most honored creation of Allah, his heart will be filled with concern, not for himself but for his Ummah, nation. With tears in his eyes and a trembling voice, he will call out, Ummati, Ummati, my nation, my people. He will be restless, just like a mother searching for her lost child. Seeing his distress, Allah will say, O Muhammad, bring forth your nation for judgment. The Prophet, peace be upon him, will first call forth the righteous, the Sahaba, companions, the Ansar, the Muhajirin, the martyrs, and the saints. Their faces will shine like the full moon due to their piety. Then Allah will ask, O Muhammad, have you brought the sincere ones? Where are those who established prayer? Where are those who fasted? Where are those who sought knowledge? The Prophet, peace be upon him, will weep and say, O Allah, my intention was never to seek punishment for my people, but rather to intercede for every single member of my Ummah. And through his intercession, countless sinners will be forgiven. Allah's mercy, a beacon of hope. The mercy of Allah knows no limits. Even a single act of kindness can lead to eternal salvation. History provides us with beautiful examples of Allah's forgiveness. After the passing of Amir al-Mu'minin Umar ibn Khattab, someone saw him in a dream and asked, How did Allah deal with you? He replied, Allah forgave me for the single act of kindness I showed to a small bird by saving it from cruelty. When Hazrat Ali passed away, people saw him in a dream and asked about his fate. He said, Allah forgave me because I once saved a goat from drowning during a flood. Imam Abu Hanifa was also asked about his standing in the hereafter, and he revealed, Allah forgave me for sparing the life of a fly that was disturbing me. If Allah's mercy is so vast that he forgives for kindness shown to even the smallest of creatures, how can we ever lose hope in his forgiveness? The Bridge of Sirat, a test of faith? One of the greatest trials of the hereafter is crossing the Sirat, a bridge finer than a hair and sharper than a sword, stretching over the depths of hell. The righteous will cross in the blink of an eye. Some will move as swiftly as the wind. Others will crawl, struggling to hold on. The sinful will fall into the blazing fire below. At the final station, all believers will be stopped. If they still carry ill feelings or grudges, they will be purified before entering Jannah, paradise. The reward for patience and helping others. Whoever controls their anger despite having the power to retaliate will be honored before all of creation on the day of judgment. Whoever eases another person's hardship in this world, Allah will ease their hardship in the hereafter. Whoever covers the faults of a Muslim, Allah will conceal their faults on the day of judgment. The power of sending blessings upon the Prophet, peace be upon him. One of the greatest ways to gain divine favor is by reciting Durud, sending blessings upon the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. The Prophet, peace be upon him, said, Whoever sends Durud upon me, Allah forgives their sins and accepts their supplications. He also mentioned that reciting Durud 100 times after Asr prayer guarantees the acceptance of prayers. Hazrat Jabir bin Abdullah narrates, Whoever recites Durud 100 times daily, Allah will fulfill 100 of their needs, 70 related to the hereafter and 30 to this world. A man once approached Hazrat Ali, seeking help. Recognizing the man's sincerity, Hazrat Ali recited Durud 3 times and blew on the man's hands. When the man opened his hands, they were filled with gold. Seeing this miracle, many disbelievers accepted Islam. May Allah grant us the ability to send countless blessings upon our beloved Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and may our supplications be accepted. In the comments, please write a short and beautiful Durud as a sign of love for our Prophet. peace be upon him. Subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon. Like and comment on the video.